Meanwhile, Ut Goenka today moved to the High Court through a writ petition praying for direction to be issued to the police to register their complaint against IT Minister Dayanand Narvekar, alleging a land scam while allotment of plots at the IT habitat.
We have filed the petition today and requested the High Court to take up this matter urgently. So the matter will now be heard by the High Court on the 21st of January, and we hope we will get directions from the High Court to the Goa Police, to the Chief Secretary, to register the FIR, to investigate the matter and proceed and charge sheet Dayanand Narvekar and the other accused in accordance with law.
Ut Goenka spokesman Advocate Iris Rodrigues in his petition has also submitted that the authorities have not acted on his complaint lodged at the Panjim police station on 24th December. The basis of his writ petition is that the IT minister along with officials of Infotech Corporation in a clandestine manner gave away prime land at Donapal to industrialists without auction at a pittance, thereby defrauding the public exchequer by crores of rupees.
We were very concerned about the fraud in giving away prime government land in the name of IT Park at Donapaula. Land which was worth between 25 to 35,000 has been given away at a throwaway price in the average of 4,500 by the IT Minister of Goa, Dayanand Narvekar. This land is 1,80,000 square meters and prime government land.
We have lots more coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. The Communist Party of India has strongly objected to the proposed price hike in petroleum products and has urged the UPA government not to increase the same in the near future, as it would be an additional burden on the citizen.
You should not immediately hike the price of diesel, petrol, kerosene, LPG, just because crude prices have gone up. The price that you are charging the consumer is a very big element of excise duties that you are charging on these commodities.
CPI's General Secretary A.B. Bardhan, who is in Goa briefing media persons, disclosed that CPI's National Council would meet for 3 days in Chennai to discuss the government's decision to hike petroleum products.
We are going to meet in the National Council of our party on 17th, 18th and 19th of this very month at Chennai. And we will issue a call to oppose the hike in the prices of these petroleum products.
He also said that people are disillusioned by the UPA government for constant price hikes, which he compared to the US.
High prices, the failure to carry out the commitments in the common minimum program, in matters of economic policies, going closer and closer step by step towards the US, and in a way giving up the independent foreign policy of the country. That also is causing disillusionment.
Speaking on the nuclear deal, he said that they are only opposing the 123 agreement based on the Heidi Act and emphasized that the Indo-US nuclear deal would be done away with.
We are opposing not nuclear energy, nor are we opposing nuclear trade, whether with Russia or with France or with Australia or even with America. What we are opposing is the specific 123 agreement based on the Hyde Act, an unequal agreement which imposes many restrictions on it.
Bardhan said that they are not opposing industrial development in the state, but said that special economic zones is just a way of cornering huge chunks of land by big industrialists.
Goa also industrial development has to take place. But there is no necessity or inevitability of going through the so-called SEZ route. SEZ is a mechanism which has been discovered only 2 years back in India for enabling big corporate houses and big business to grab and corner land, thousands of acres of land. And there is no industry and no project which requires thousands of acres of land.
State Nationalist Congress Party Chief Dr. Wilfred D'Souza yesterday confirmed that Talegaon and Kurturi MLAs have shown their willingness to join his party, and to that end have even agreed to resign and contest again on an NCP ticket.
Briefing media persons, Dr. D'Souza said that both Babush Montserrat and Reginald Lawrence have met Save Goa Front Supremo Churchill Alimau and conveyed their decision to him, as Lawrence was elected on Save Goa Front ticket, who has advised them not to act in a hurry. Dr. D'Souza said that the duo met the Chief Minister, Digambar Kamath, and had a lengthy discussion with him to clear the air of suspicion between the CM and Talegaon strongmen over the arrest of his constituents in the vandalization of the IT habitat and assault on Youth Congress members. NCP State Chief said that he has no doubts about the winnability of the two MLAs in case they resign. As he said, Babush has won by a huge margin, whereas Kurturi MLA, after wresting the assembly seat from Francisco Sardina, has also managed to get his candidate elected for the Zilla Panchayat. Dr. Wilfred said that he will explain the situation to his leaders and get an assurance from them, and made it categorical that he will not take an unilateral decision.
The moment they tell me that they are resigning their seats and joining the NCP, I will certainly get an assurance from my leaders. I will not do anything unilaterally. I will certainly get an understanding from my leaders that this is the position and this is what will happen to them.
Dr. Wilfred D'Souza said that if both of them get elected on NCP tickets, his party will have 5 members in the party and government will be strengthened.
Now, I did tell them that the NCP is in a coalition in Goa with the Congress. Therefore, your joining the NCP and getting elected from the NCP would make only this difference, that the NCP would have 5 members in their assembly instead of 3. It would not make any difference to the government because we are supporting the government anyway. We are in coalition. If anything, it would strengthen the government, that the government would have 5 MLAs from the NCP supporting the government. So, in that way, we would not be disturbing the government.
He termed the IT Habitat project a scam and demanded that the scamster be punished.
IT Park, right from the beginning, we have opposed the IT Park for the simple reason that they told us that this was going to be an IT habitat and there were going to be IT units there. Now we are told, or after that when the trouble started in Talegaon, we were told, the Chief Minister himself told me that there are 18 plots, of which 4 have been allotted to IT. That too not known IT parties. I am told that earlier the Wipro was there. 14 of those plots are for construction agents, for builders. So it is a scam. It is a big scam. Somebody has collected large amounts of money to transfer land at a cheap rate in a wonderful area at Dona Paula to builders. And if it's a scam, it must be exposed. If it's a scam, it must be shown. If it's a scam, the scamster must be punished.
Time for a short break. You're with Goa 365.